Hi, this is Roger Luchene with Hammer Financial Group, and today we're going to talk about how to appeal your high premiums, Medicare premiums for high income earners. If you receive a notice in the mail that your Medicare premium is going to be higher due to your higher income, there might be an answer for that, and we're going to talk about that today. So before we get started, I do need to read this disclosure. We are not affiliated with or endorsed by the federal government or the Medicare program. We may not offer every plan in your area. Any information we provide is limited to those plans that we do offer in your area. So please contact Medicare.gov or 1-800-Medicare to see all the plans in your area. So Medicare premiums have what's called an IRMAA, an income-related monthly adjustment amount. The current year Medicare premiums are typically based on income tax data from 2 years ago. So for instance, in 2023, your premium is going to be based on your 2021 income, and 2024 based on your 2022 income, 2025 based on your 2023 income, and so on. If you are above the standard income range set by Medicare for the tax year in question, you'll pay an IRMAA, again, that income-related monthly adjustment amount this year for your Part B and also your Part D if you're enrolled in prescription drug coverage. But if you have a life-changing event, such as work reduction or work stoppage, you can actually file a form to have that premium reduced. So what we're going to talk about today is that. So you use an estimate of your income for the year to file the appeal. In other words, the year that you're going to be starting on Medicare. So for instance, this year in 2023, and I'm going to show you the form later, but when you fill out that form, you're going to estimate your income for 2023 and ask the government not to look backwards, but to look forwards. The most common life-changing events are work stoppage and work reductions. To file the appeal request for reconsideration using Form SSA 44, and you can find that form at ssa.gov/forms, and you'll see that link here. Appeals are individual, so meaning if you're a couple, you'll need to fill out individual forms and make sure that you send those in together. You're going to have to include documentation to support your claim, and you might even need to write a letter of instruction to further provide explanation if needed. Make a copy for your records because anything you send to Medicare or to Social Security could possibly get lost. You're going to want to make sure that you save a copy for your records. And then you're going to mail those documents to your local Social Security office using USPS priority mail. That way you have confirmation of delivery. You can also drop those off in a drop box at your local Social Security office, or you can fax those in. But those two ways are a little more precarious because you don't have proof that the Social Security office actually received your forms. So after submitting your Social Security form, SSA 44 form, you can, after 30 to 60 days, it's usually about how long it takes, you can go to this link showing the Social Security link on the screen to your Social Security office and check in to see if it's been processed. Always keep paying your Medicare premiums, including the IRMAA premiums, while this appeal is being taken care of, because you do not want to jeopardize your Part B coverage if you do not pay those premiums. If the appeal is approved and IRMAA is removed and partially reduced, you receive your refund for the excess premiums paid. So with that, I'd like to share the SSA 44 form with you and just explain that a little bit. So it's a pretty straightforward form. There's 8 pages, but really we're only interested in the first 3. So page 1, as you can see here, is pretty straightforward. You're just going to fill out your name and your Social Security number. And then underneath of that, you can see it shows the income levels that you're going to try to stay under, or let the government know that you're going to be under in the year that we're retiring. So page 1, pretty straightforward. Page 2. So if we look at this page, this is where you're going to pick your life-changing event. Again, most cases it's going to be work stoppage or work reduction, and then you're going to put a date in of when that life-changing event happened. Now, here's where a lot of people get confused because the instructions can be a little bit confusing, but you're just going to fill out section 2. So you're going to write your current year, so in this case, year 2023 in there, and then you're going to put in what you estimate your adjusted gross income is going to be. Always make sure that you're as accurate as you can be on this, because if you underestimate, the government is going to come back and want to recoup those extra premiums that you should have paid. And then if you have tax exempt interest, you're going to put them in this box right here. Most people do not, but if you do, you're going to put that tax exempt interest in there. And if you don't have any, just put a 0 in there, and then obviously fill out if you're single head of household, and so on and so forth. Steps 3, we're going to ignore. you just want you to put skip this. What this is for is if you need to file it for more than 1 year. But Social Security will send you a letter the following year if you're going to get hit with that IRMAA again, and then you'll need to refile this form. Typically, after 2 years, this takes care of itself because at that point you will have been retired for 2 years, and the government will know that your income is less. As for step 4, it just talks about documentation. You're going to want to add any extra documentation in there that might help, like a letter of retirement. If you have any proof of your lower income, any of those sorts of things you're going to want to add just to help it make it easier for the Social Security Administration to process your application. And then obviously at the bottom part of step 4, you're going to sign it, put your phone number and your mailing address. And then again, as I stated earlier, you're going to want to make 2 copies of that. Make sure that you keep 1 copy, and then again, either send it certified mail, take it to your local Social Security office, or drop it off in their Dropbox. Again, those last 2 are a little more dangerous because you don't have proof that the Social Security office has received that form. And then after about 30 days, if you've not heard back from them, locate your contact your Social Security office and just see where you're at in that, where the process is at. So that's that form. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. Our phone number is 219-864-8266, and you can always find information on how to get a hold of us at hammerfinancialgroup.com. Thank you for tuning in today, and have a great day.